Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my beautiful, amazing and the most powerful Scorpios. So it's for you, my beautiful Scorpios, and it's for June 2018. So it's for you, my beautiful Scorpio, and it's for June 2018. You are not the only sign this month that is actually going to go through a very important stage. And very important stage that I'm talking about is actually going to be Hermit Mode. The Hermit Mode is a very, very powerful mode. June in itself, it's a ridiculously powerful month when it comes to our own spirituality, when it comes to us being in touch with our own spirituality and us recognizing and receiving all sorts of messages from the universe, from our spirit guides, from our guardian angels. Our intuition is just going to be so enhanced like there is no tomorrow. So when we have the Hermit Mode, it's a very important mode where your spirit guides, your guardian angels and your subconscious mind is simply trying to kind of drag you back, trying to kind of get you closer to your own spirituality, to let you know very, very important messages, very, very important information, very, very interesting omens that are actually going to be very significant this month because of this too. So when we have the Hermit Mode, it's not only, oh yeah, you need to just about a couple of hours to chill out a little bit, yeah, just a couple of hours to, you know, like just on your own and things like that. It's not about that. Hermit Mode, it's a very powerful state of mind. It's a very powerful state of energy that is just about to let us know something very, very important indeed. And this is why June is going to be really, really significant month, because when it comes to the actual health as well, it's going to be very good, because you are really going to feel it. You're really going to feel all this energy. You're really going to feel all this strength. You're really going to feel all this power. I'm saying power because lots of you, my beautiful, beautiful, mysterious Scorpios, have been suffering from like having the lack of energy, and you felt like your energy was like really the energy levels weren't really good, and this had like a really impact on you, and it had a terrible impact on your life. Not a terrible impact, but it was just draining your energy, and it can be quite difficult when you basically are trying to do something physical, you're trying to work, and your energy is drained like really, really quickly, and then it's just you don't feel like you're as productive as you normally are. Even if you are productive, this energy, what this energy does is just basically making you not realize your full potential, but it's also kind of clouding you. It's clouding your mind, it's clouding your way of thinking, it's clouding the way you feel, and this clouding and this cloudness is just having an impact on you, on your life, and then you just kind of don't feel the happiness, you don't feel that power, you don't feel that light, and that has got such an impact on you and on your life in general, the people around you, because it's just like all becomes like a one big tiredness, one big negative emotion, one big negative feeling that it just becomes one big tiredness that is preventing you from being happy, that is preventing you from achieving as much as you would want to achieve, from feeling that happiness, from seeing that happiness. The reason why am I talking about this, sorry Kitty, I always do this to you, the reason why am I talking about this now is because it's the energy when it comes to your health. This is going to be the most significant part of your health. It's your energy levels, because they're going to be so good, they're going to be so positive, they're going to be so powerful, that this is going to reflect on you in such a way that your eyes are going to open again wide, and you're going to start feeling happiness again, and you're going to start feeling excited again. And it's also going to bring lots of ideas. This brand new powerful fresh energy is also going to bring lots of brand new ideas, which are going to just make you really, really optimistic, and it's just you're going to find yourself in a very interesting situation where you're going to be part of something very different that you're going to like and that you're going to find interesting, that you wouldn't find this before. And this is what this wonderful energy is actually going to bring. The bottom line is the health is going to be brilliant this month, and it's probably one of the best months when it comes to health, because all I see is basically just a really great energy levels which are going to have an amazing impact on you, an amazing influence on you indeed. And also, if you have been suffering from like ailments that you had for a really long time, that ailments that you had for a while, you can expect improvements. You see, when it comes to longer ailments that you didn't see any improvements, you can expect to have improvements this month. Just a little bit of like a negative energy, tiny little bit of negative energy at around the head area, which means that the pressure could be a little bit unbalanced when it comes to your head, when it comes to your headaches and things like that. Just try to maybe like avoid drinking too much coffee, or like try to just stick to drinking lots of water, because water is brilliant when it comes to headaches and things like that. But it is nothing huge or nothing massive or anything like that. It's more about about the actual energy levels that are going to be amazing. That is going to have an amazing impact on you indeed. And I'm so happy for you, because you will be able to step back from the situation and look at the big picture of your life, and it's going to be very, very interesting indeed. Now, when it comes to the actual number, your number this month is going to be number 6. Now, number 6 is a very powerful number, and number 6, it's repeating now. You've got a double 6 now. This is very interesting indeed. Not only that, you're just gonna feel your own great awakening this month. Not only that, you're gonna start feeling your power this month, your sexuality and the way you're gonna feel, it's just all going to come through, and people are just gonna feeling it, people are gonna sense it, people are gonna feel it, and you're gonna love it. It's gonna be lots of flirting, lots of fun going on this month, which is gonna be wonderful. But what number 6 is also, you see, you will be in touch, or you will be like a kind of part of the people that used to be in your life, especially when it comes to like a people that you really love, that you really adore, and that you haven't seen in a really long time. You know, you like weird people, you like unusual people, and basically that's brilliant. You know, I'm all that, like, I suppose, yeah. But it's just basically like when it comes to number 6, and when it comes to what's going to happen, it's basically the people from your past are going to come back. The people from the past that you haven't seen in a really long time, they will come back, and you're going to start feeling very nostalgic in that way, you see. So it's a lots of reconnection and connection from the past, with the past, that you're gonna have. And especially you will, because of this amazing energy, you will kind of find yourself in a situation where you will want to go back in your mind, want to go back in your past, and you will be taking those bits and pieces, those things that you forgot about that were making you happy. Why are they not making you happy anymore? Why you used to do something in particular, let's say like a few years ago, and now you don't find that interesting anymore, but you know you love it. And this is all part of the stagnant energy that you can just play with us, play with our energy, and play with our lives. And what also number 6 means, that you're going to take something, there is something very crucial from your past that is going to come through, and this is in general, and this is going to be important. This is going to be very important indeed. There is something from the past that is going to come through, something from the past that you're going to it's going to come forward. You're going to start thinking about it, it's going to be part of your mind, and then you're going to go back, like in your mind, you're going to kind of bring that from the past, and you're just going to start using it again. So something from the past is going to become very, very significant now, and this is what number 6 means as well. And number 6 also means that there is the financial situation that's going to start improving, and when it comes to your own personal power and security, especially when it comes to financial security is really going to start improving this month, and it is going to be the time when you're going to be able to kind of relax and also maybe plan a certain journey, certain holiday trip away and things like that. Okay, so going back to the first part, the first day of June, that is going to be important. The first day of June is going to be the 2nd of June, my beautiful Scorpio. Now the 2nd of June, it's going to be a great awakening. The 2nd of June is going to be an amazing day, because there is a power that you will have, lots of energy you will have from the actual beginning of the day. From the time you wake up, you're going to feel great, you're going to feel amazing. And when you feel like this, Scorpio, you're probably one of the most powerful people in the universe. When you have your balance like this, so sharpened up, when you have your balance so perfect, you are able to achieve a lot. And there is something in particular on this day, on the 2nd of June, that you will put your attention towards, you will put your energy towards on the 2nd of June, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. But apart from that, there is going to be an amazing realization that you are going to have on this day. Your lucky number on this day is going to be number 1, but it's just an amazing happiness, an amazing happiness you're going to feel, because you will realize that you don't have to worry about a certain stage in your life that was absolutely driving you nuts, and you're going to realize, finally I can move on from this. And this is when everything is going to start looking up for you. This is exactly how important this day is going to be for you, the 2nd of June, because this is just going to be absolutely perfect combination of material and spiritual prosperity. And this is exactly what you needed. This is exactly what you need in order to open your eyes, and in order to, you know, start focusing on other things in life, in order to just start living your life again without any heavy chains or anything like that. There are new plans and new wishes that you're also going to have at this time. New plans and new wishes, and you're just going to start feeling very, very strongly about certain things that you wouldn't even care about, like about a few weeks ago, you know. And this is why I like this, the way the things are going to start changing. And this is always happens when the energy is just so powerful, especially when it comes to the actual June, which is going to have an amazing impact on you, beautiful Scorpio. The second the second date that I'm seeing is the 12th of June. Now the 12th of June is going to be very, very good day, because this is going to be your own satisfaction, because of your own direct accomplishment, okay? Accomplishment, you're going to have realization, and you're going to be really happy, because it's just something that I think it's a lot to do with the career, it's a lot to do with the finances. If you're retired, for example, it's obviously not the career, but it's to do with your finances, a financial situation that maybe hasn't been too great, or maybe you were expecting something else, or we were waiting for some kind of something to happen. However, this is now, the 12th of June is going to be very important, because now there is going to be the swift activity. Now it's going to be the swift movement with something that was very stagnant. So for those of you that didn't see any improvement in the career, or you couldn't understand your job, you couldn't get your job, now this is going to be the time when things are going to start looking up for you, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. This is an important message that you're also going to have on this particular day, okay? The third important day is going to be on the 28th of June. Now the 28th of June is going to be like just so important. And now the 28th of June is going to be your Hermit Mode, the Hermit Mode that I was talking about. A very important time, very important mode that is just going to be amazing. And I was just, this is what I was trying to explain, and this is what I was trying to say, why it's so important when we have the Hermit Mode. There is just so much about the universe, there's just so much about our spirituality, there is so much about the angels, there is so much about the spirit guides, there's just so much about our intuition, there is so much information out there, there's just so much that we can find out for our own personal evolution. This is just absolutely brilliant, because June is a very spiritual month. June is like an amazingly spiritual month, and this is why to have a Hermit Mode, even if it's at the end of the June, like 28th of June, it doesn't matter. The whole month is going to be very powerful indeed, just because of that. But this Hermit Mode is basically going to bring you something very important, something very powerful. And the bottom line is that this is going to be absolutely life-changing, because you will be able to use this to perfect something. You will be able to use this information to get where you want to get. You will be able to use this information to understand what you couldn't understand. You will be able to use this message to spiritually evolve. This is a very important time. Scorpio, 28th of June. It's probably the most important day when it comes to you, when it comes to this year so far, 28th of June, you're literally crossing from one dimension to another dimension, literally. Just imagine you're standing and you know, you can feel, you can sense there's a lot happening behind those doors. You know that door, they're beautiful, they're powerful, but you just haven't got a key. You didn't have a key, but all this time you knew that this door were there. You know that there's just so much happening behind those doors, the whole new dimension, power, beauty, the feeling of lightness, the feeling of happiness is awaiting for you, and things are going to start changing. Those chains are about to fall off. The energy chains are about to fall off, and you are about to start feeling that light and happiness again. 28th of June, you are literally crossing from one dimension onto another dimension. After the 28th of June, there is something wonderful, beautiful information that you're going to end up with, beautiful realization that you're going to end up with, which is going to be brilliant. And that realization, information, it's going to be crucial to change your life. And this is also going to be directly connected to your future plannings. Absolutely amazing. Green aventuring, it's absolutely brilliant, especially when it comes to the certain spiritual messages, especially when it comes to the being in a hermit mode, especially when it comes to us thinking about the future planning, and especially when it comes to prosperity. Green aventuring is absolutely brilliant because it helps us a lot with the balance, and it helps us a lot to understand the certain messages, certain spiritual messages at the time they're received to us, okay? Because sometimes we get our omens, people get omens, but people necessarily don't notice omens, and this is why you have to be in touch with your own spirituality, and having a green aventuring and something like that, it kind of helps you out to understand subconscious messages that you may have, that you may receive. I highly suggest to get like a green aventuring. It comes with a sterling silver setting, and it comes with sterling silver chain, and you can buy this on my website, and the link is in the description below. It's just something that's very, very significant, because this is going to be a really powerful month for you indeed. And also the 28th of June is going to bring you really good sign when it comes to your work. There is going to be some kind of praise, something that you really wanted, something that you really needed. Good news when it comes to your work, good news when it comes to your finances, good news when it comes to something really important that you are focusing on, especially if you're retired, for example. Okay, so now the very first part of June, it's going to start with you feeling very free. This is going to be very, very popular time, especially for those Scorpios that are single and ready to mingle. I can see you like going out. I can see you coming out of your shell. I can see you like enjoying yourself. I can see you like you're gonna start living again. And this is why I'm saying that June is so important, because it's gonna have an impact on you, and you're just gonna start feeling that va-va-boom. You're gonna start feeling that sexual power. You're gonna start feeling that flirtatious power. You're gonna feel like you want to have some fun with people. And this is exactly how your June is going to start. It's going to start with fun. It's going to start with you wanting to be social. It's going to start with you wanting to focus on that part of your life, which is absolutely brilliant, because you're going to realize this is going to start and happen like your own wake-up call, which is just going to feel like your own personal rebirth, which is just going to have an amazing impact on you, and it's just going to give you your own personal power. Scorpio, your personal power is about to come back. I'm not saying that you didn't have your personal power. I'm just saying that there was a problem with the balance, and there was an issue with the balance, and now that balance is coming back in the right way. And now this is going to have an effect on you in such a way which is absolutely brilliant. So you're going to be socializing a lot. You're going to be spending time with people, and you're going to be having a great time. And I can see you flirting and enjoying yourself. And that flirting and enjoying yourself is also something that you're really going to benefit from, because we all need this sometimes as well. Okay, what else I was going to say is that there is going to be a really productive time and really powerful time when it comes to your work, when it comes to teamwork, and when it comes to those of you Scorpios that are maybe self-employed. You know, this is going to be important time, because it's going to be really important time and busy time for those of you that are having their own businesses, and also for those of you that are retired. This is going to be highly social time time, the beginning of June, and this is how it's going to happen. You're gonna be planning, you're gonna be thinking a lot about your future. And before, where you would be like, oh God, now you're just gonna start, and now because you're gonna have this vavavoom, now you're gonna have this energy, and now this is going to be such a nice positivity that you're gonna be thinking about your future, and you're gonna get warmed up towards something, certain change. There's a certain change that you're gonna be keep on thinking about, and this is gonna become very significant indeed. And financial situation, this is gonna be also connected to the financial situation, something that you will want, but then you're gonna realize and you're gonna think that your financial situation is gonna need it to change in order to do this. And guess what? You will be thinking exactly about that, because there is a certain inheritance at the beginning of the month that I'm actually seeing. There is some kind of inheritance that you're gonna get, you're gonna gain, or you're gonna hear about certain inheritance that you're actually going to get. There are other people that are going to be part of this money. If you don't have anyone to give you an inheritance or something like that, then this means that there is going to be an unexpected amount of money that you're going to get, and other people are going to be part of this money as well, which is going to be absolutely brilliant for you, because there is something that you're going to worry about it a little bit for some reason. There is a little low, like maybe a little worrying that you're going to have about it, but then you very quickly you're going to realize that it's going to be absolutely fine, and it's going to have actually an enlightenment effect on you, and very, very positive effect on you indeed, because it's going to give you an opportunity, a chance to actually move on with a certain stage in your life. There is a little bit of feeling of nostalgia that you're going to have, a little reconnection. You will want to have a reconnection with the people, reconnection with the past. And this is what I was saying about the 6 when I started this reading, and I started reconnection with the past. And it's really good, because there is something very interesting that is going to come through from the past. There is a certain happiness that is going to become the happiness again. And also you will feel like you want to take some time out. You will feel like you want to take some time away, okay? And that, you know, you will feel like you want to book like a certain journey away, little escape. And this is brilliant as well, because this is going to be fantastic when it comes to your work-life balance. And every time when I'm seeing some kind of escape, or every time when I'm seeing some kind of journey and trip away, when I'm doing my readings, that means there's something very interesting waiting for you there, and interesting, like a little adventure that is going to become significant later on, and some kind of idea is going to happen, some kind of idea is going to be born that is going to become a really important part of your life. The second part of June, the mid part of June, is actually going to be like a seriously powerful. The second part of June is going to be seriously powerful, because there is just really bizarre, something very strange is going to happen. Something really bizarre is going to happen. Something very unusual that is going to make you think in an unusual way. But you're going to find yourself as a part of this unusual strange situation, and it's got the dates, that particular date's gonna feel like a slightly different dimension, different. You're gonna feel like a very dreamy, you see. And what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be witness something very unusual, and what you're gonna witness is, on another hand, gonna require a very quick reaction from you. That quick reaction that you're gonna have is just gonna be completely different to what you would normally do, what you would normally say. And this reaction that you're gonna have is just gonna be connected to somebody who you really look up to, like a spiritual teacher, hello, or a spiritual teacher, or it's like some kind of messenger or something, somebody that you connected to lately, not that long ago, and that particular message, information stayed at the back of your mind, and this was kind of very much connected to this situation here, and it's all going to make sense, because it's going to be brilliant, and you're going to end up with a couple of new ideas, and this is completely connected to what you want to do. This is completely connected to the fact how you want to spice up your life, what you need to change in order to move on, what you need to do in order to be more happy, what you need to do with your work. Are you happy with your work? Do you want to do this job forever, or do you want to step up? Are you happy what you're doing? It's a lot of questions this is going to bring about your skills. Lots of questions this is going to bring about your own personal journey. Lots of questions this is going to bring about your own spiritual journey. But it's going to be really good because it's going to make you really optimistic, and it's going to make you really creative, and you're going to feel very creative, and this in itself is going to bring a big wish. Big wish, it's coming true. Big wish, it's coming true. La, la, la. And this is brilliant because you are going to have the need to have a really big celebration. There is something that is going to be on your mind, certain question. The answer to certain question is going to be yes. But this is just going to bring this free spirit in you, free spirit, and you will want to do things you didn't do in a long time. You will want to discover things you didn't discover in a long time. You will want to try things you didn't try in a long time. You've never tried, for example, and it's going to be really brilliant, really brilliant. There is a certain strength and power that you will have, and this is just going to make you very, very optimistic, and it's going to make you and it's going to put you in an outgoing mood, which is brilliant for you, Scorpio, which is exactly what you need. Okay, the third part of June, it's going to bring you, of course, you will be focusing on your home a lot. You will be focusing on your home arrangements a lot. You will want to change things. Suddenly in your home, you will find things that you want to change. Suddenly in your home, you will find things that you don't like anymore. And this is fantastic. It's a yin yang, you know, and it's a feng shui. I was going to say feng shui. It's basically you just keep on changing things and keep on moving things. Is brilliant, because it's when things are not changed in the house, in the home for a long time, it's not really good because the energy becomes really negative, because the energy becomes really stagnant. So when you're changing things, this is really, really good. But because you are going to be in touch with your own spirituality so much, my beautiful Scorpios, this is how you're going to be pushed to just change everything in a spiritual way again. You were doing this before in a spiritual way, and you're going to feel again that it's going to be the time to smudge the house, you know, beautiful. You know, beautiful sage is absolutely amazing. I just love the smell so much. I love smelling it like this. It's amazing. But it's just one of the best things that you can actually get to smudge your home when it comes to all sorts of negative energy to get rid of. You know, you just basically close all the windows. That's how I do it. You burn this, obviously. You have like a little plate underneath, yeah? Because it's quite messy. So you burn this, yeah? And then you just have a little plate, and then you go around, you go to every single like a part of the house that you have, every single corner in the room, and you can chant a little bit. Just do what you think is the right thing to do. The bottom line is that all this beautiful smoke is just staying everywhere, in every single room. That's your job, to go to every single room, clean this against all sorts of negative energies, negative entities, negative spirits and things like that. And then at the end, you just basically open every single window, and as this smoke goes away, this beautiful powerful smoke, all this negative and stagnant energy goes away. And then you will see a couple of days later, or straight away later, you're able to sense how the energy in the home is just so much lighter. And this is so important to do every now and then. And these are the things that I'm seeing you doing. And also, you see, you can get something like a selenite candle, absolutely beautiful. This is a selenite candle holder. I highly recommend this. You see, absolutely beautiful. And then you put like a little tea light in, and then, you know, you can light it, but it's just selenite. It's absolutely brilliant for like a purification of the area, for the purification of yourself as well. And it's fantastic for an emotional balance indeed. So I highly suggest to get something like a beautiful selenite candle holder. You can buy this on my website, and the link is in the description below, but it's something that I highly recommend that you should have. There is going to be the reason for celebration at the end of June as well, because your financial situation is going to improve, and what you were worrying about, you're going to feel there is going to be a huge sense of practicality and security. You're going to feel very, very happy. There is your own recognition that you're going to have. Love, peace and harmony, it's all we need. There is a recognition that you're going to have, and I'm so happy. And this is all this energy that I was talking about, the recognition. You wanted this so much, you waited for this so much, and this is going to be the whole new beginning. The end of June is going to be not only the end of that month for you, but for you this is going to have the whole new meaning, the whole new beginning that you normally you would be very scared to go to, scared towards to, but now in this moment moment in time, you're going to be absolutely fine. You're going to feel ecstatic about it. You're not going to be too sure what you're letting yourself into, but you will know that that's absolutely the right thing to do indeed. This is going to lead towards your own personal success and realization that you have got it all. You have got it all to succeed. You have got it all to do it. You have got it all to move on from a square number 1 to square number 2. It's entirely up to you. Mwah. Okay, now going to the basically Scorpios that are in relationship. The Scorpios that are in relationship are actually going to have a great time with their partners. Now this is brilliant because you are going to have a social life together, which is going to be very, very powerful, very enhanced, but also there is a certain something that you started, both of you, lately together, but it's just going to be the realization that you are doing well, you've done the right things, but this is developing in the right direction, but it's going to take slightly longer. In moderation, okay? It's going to get there, but in moderation, okay? So that's the first thing for those of you in relationships, my Scorpios. The second thing for those of you in relationship is there is an adventure waiting for both of you. Ooh la la! An adventure for those of you, my beautiful Scorpios, that are actually in relationship. So expect some kind of adventure. For those Scorpios that are actually not in relationship, you will be going out a lot. You will be flirting a lot. You will be meeting lots of people. You will be rediscovering yourself. You will be discovering yourself. You will be discovering new things about yourself, and you're just going to be absolutely loving it. Also, there is a very interesting situation that is going to happen. There is going to be the conflict or a certain battle that you're not going to be part of, but you are going to be around there somewhere, and somehow there is somebody going to be that you're going to like quite a lot, whether they're going to be the part of this particular conflict or battle, or whether they are going through some kind of conflict or battle, or whether they are going to be going through some kind of conflict or battle. It could be just like a little argument, or it's just a little misunderstanding or something like that, and then you will be maybe around somewhere. You might notice that person and you might find something really sexy about them or something like that, or maybe you find something really sexy, something really nice about them through that some kind of argument. Perhaps they will say something to someone and their reaction is just going to be like, ooh la la, I like that, you know, but something along those lines. However, there is someone, for those that are single, that there is someone special that is actually going to come through this month. You see, someone very interesting, someone very special, and it's going to bring lots of new feelings in you that you didn't know you had. You see, so there is someone going to come through who is actually going to make you feel a little bit overwhelmed, like in many different ways. But yeah, there is someone very interesting coming through, Scorpios. Prepare for somebody that is about to sweep you off your feet, indeed. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you so much, my beautiful Scorpios. June is just going to be so important because of its spirituality. Like, oh my God, I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light. All the best, my beautiful Scorpios, and please, if you already haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and don't forget to share me on social networks, and also don't forget to like my video and comment in the comment section below. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.